Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those new here, hi, my name is Jenny and I'm a third-year family medicine resident, so almost done. I'm also a new mom of two. Wyatt is 2.5 and London is 3 months old. So I've been getting a lot of requests lately to do a video basically on our favorite newborn 0 to 3 months items. Now I feel like I have a better grasp on what those things are just because I'm a second-time mom and I find myself reaching for and using a lot of the same things that I did when Wyatt was little. And so if you guys are interested in that, then keep on watching. So one of the first few things that we actually bought for London are these Lulu gowns. They are super soft and he basically lived in them for the first few months, like 1 month, 2 months. I went back to work when he was 7 weeks old and this is literally all he wore. It's super easy to put on. These buttons are actually can open and you tie it at the bottom. Now he is 15 pounds and he still fits in them. A lot of my friends were messaging me and were saying that their kiddos don't fit into the Lulu gowns anymore, and they're really sad about that. And I'm wondering why, because Wyatt still fits in them. The arms are a little too short for him to roll the sleeves over to cover his hands because his arms are really long, but he still fits in it and he's 15 pounds. And when we wash these, we don't dry them. I find that if you dry them in the dryer, they shrink. So maybe that's why. Just so you can do a comparison with your little ones, London at his 2-month visit, he was 24 inches long, so 2 feet tall, and he was 15 pounds, and his head circumference is in the 99th percentile. So length, he's the 99th percentile, head circumference 99th percentile, and weight he was 88th percentile, and he still fits in these. We don't tie the bottom anymore just because he's so long, but we do still use these. Recently they had a sale, so I ended up getting some of their tops and bottoms. A lot of them are in the wash, but these are what the tops look like. I like them because they're super soft and they're longer, so they actually cover his belly. I actually really like the pants too, and I don't have any of the pants because he wore them all, but the reason why I like it is because the waistband is thick and it's made out of the same material. It's not one of those elastic bands that is placed into the waistband. I like that because all his other pants, I feel like it just squeezes his little belly and makes him have like this muffin top, and he gets like irritated and colicky, and so I've just been wearing these Lulu pants, or else he just doesn't wear pants at all and just wears a baby diaper. I also love their swaddles. This is the only thing he sleeps in. We swallow. I just bought a whole bunch of their like bundles basically, but I love this swaddle. As you can see, it's super stretchy, and I can put in a video of us swaddling London, but it keeps his arms like nice and tight, and when babies are swaddled, it reminds them of being in the womb, and so your baby doesn't know that he likes, or he or she likes to be swaddled until you like swaddle them up, and then they're all nice and peace and quiet. This is what we do in the NICU as well. If you don't have one of these, then our hospital actually uses the Velcro ones, so it gets them super tight and they can't wiggle out of it. Since it's coming up to winter, it's actually really cold here in Washington. I had this jumpsuit basically that's super soft and fluffy and like a sweater type of material I used for Wyatt when he was about 6 months, and so since it's cold, I'm using it for London now. So we got it from the website Pat. Caution about them, they are from China, and so it takes a while for them to ship, and so that being one, your kid might go through a growth spurt and not fit into the clothes after you get them. Second, they run kind of small, so keep that in mind if you end up buying anything from them. I bought a couple onesies and these sweater things for them. We have 2, but I don't like the material of their onesies, and so I still use these comfy sweater things for London, and they're super cute, super affordable. I think it was $25, and there was also like a 10% discount or something like that. Sorry for the background noise, guys. I don't think it's stopping anytime soon, so we're just gonna keep rolling with it. The next thing I recommend are these handkerchiefs. They are super cheap on Amazon. I think it came in a pack of 5, but I like it because it matches all of London's outfits, and it doesn't look really tacky, but he's been drooling so much. Wyatt got his first set of teeth when he was 4 months old, and London's almost getting there. I'm pretty sure his teeth are gonna pop out any moment now. And if we don't have one of these handkerchiefs on, literally the whole front of his shirt will just be super wet, and then we'd have to change him every 20 minutes. So I rather just pop these on, and we have like a bunch of them, and so I'll just throw them in the wash and then put another clean one on him. Better than changing his shirt. So let's talk about where we put baby down, where baby plays and stuff. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know that London loves his baby Bjorn. It's the little baby bouncer. He can entertain himself in that thing all day. Like, he'll bounce himself. We can sit him up higher so he can see us, but he literally loves it. He'll bounce in it for like 2 hours. He'll get tired, he'll nurse, and then he'll fall asleep. The other thing that we also love is basically this foam mat. We also like it because it's not tacky. It's in gray and white. It matches with our stuff, and we have hardwood floors, and so we need a place to be able to put London down when he does his tummy time. And if you guys don't know, it's really important for babies to have their tummy time, and so it helps to prevent flathead, or what we doctors called phalangocephaly. And that's if baby lays on one side for too long. And to help prevent that, or if baby already has it, you can do more tummy time or carry baby more. We also like this play gym. It's from Baby Einstein, I believe. This is super colorful and super ugly to have out all the time, but the reason why we specifically like this one is because you can fold it up, it becomes nice and neat, and then you can tuck it away when you're not using it or when you have friends over. So it also helps stimulate his motor when he's trying to grab for things, and his vision when he tries to track and things. So that's why we got it. And speaking of baby carrying, I highly recommend getting some sort of baby carrier. With Wyatt, we had the Ergo Baby and the Soli Baby, so that's the wrap. With London, I actually asked for a ring sling, and I love that as well. It's hard to tell which ones that you'll use the most, but personally, I like the Ergo Baby. It's easy to put on, and it's really good for like hiking or just going out on walks and stuff like that. And I've been using the ring sling for more like, I don't know, events basically. Like if we go to someone's house and I know that I'm going to be taking pictures, just because the ring sling looks a lot prettier and it's a lot easier to breastfeed in the ring sling as compared to other carriers. It acts like a nice cover, and that's why I like it. It was a lot harder when London was small, like say 1 month, to put him in the ring sling just because he would like move all around all over the place. But I used it recently and he loved it, fell asleep in it, so I would highly recommend it. So feeding baby, you guys know that I'm a working mom. I work a lot during residency, and so I pump, and then Stan feeds the pump breast milk at home. And then when I'm home, I directly nurse. And so I was super worried about like nipple confusion and bottle preference. And so when I was pregnant with Wyatt, one of my friends recommended the Como Tomo bottles, and the reason why she said to get these ones is because it emulates the breast. It looks, so then this nipple part looks like, it acts like a boob. And so babies are less likely to have like nipple confusion. I find that So we got them. Wyatt loved them, so we stuck with it. And then we tried both the Dr. Brown's and these Komotomo bottles with London, and he preferred the Komotomo bottles. But my other friend in residency, she said her kid loved the Dr. Brown's. So I think it just depends on you. But I do have a tip for those moms worried about bottle preference. And what you do is that you get a nipple size that is preemie. So like the smallest size. This one has like one hole in it. And it doesn't come out when you shake it, and baby actually has to work at getting the milk out of the bottle. And the reason why is because if the milk flow is too easy, then babies will get kind of lazy, and so they would prefer to drink from the bottle rather than at the breast. So if you make it harder to drink from the bottle, babies will more likely want to breastfeed. So we also got this bottle warmer for Stan when he's at home. For some reason, my kids are super high maintenance. If I could, I would feed my kids cold milk, but they refuse. Like Wyatt refuses to drink cold milk, and London now refuses to drink cold milk. So we always have to warm it up. I don't know if you guys know, but Stan has spilled milk a couple times trying to warm it up in the sink. And I was so furious, and I would cry, and yeah, it was a big ordeal. But this little thing just makes it so much easier. He just puts the bottle in, turns the timer on, forget about it, and then after a couple minutes, it's warm, puts it in the bottle, and feeds it to London. So I've been really enjoying that just for my own sanity, so he doesn't lose any more breast milk. So baby sleep. I have been using the DockATot so much. I remember Wyatt was basically sleeping in that thing all the time. It's nice because it's portable. It has like this little handle on the side. I've traveled with it a couple times, and then I would just put London in it like on the other side of the bed when there was no crib or anything for him to sleep in, or you could just like put it on the floor, on the couch, and put the baby in it, and so he doesn't roll around. I find that he sleeps better in it just because they have that side and it feels like it's hugging him a little. Next, I recommend getting some sort of bedside bassinet or crib. I don't know if you guys could see that over there, but we have the Halo bassinet. It moves, it swivels basically right up next to the bed, and one of the sides comes down. And so in theory, it makes you like not get out of bed and just put baby in, but I still like, London's heavy. He's 15 pounds. I can't just like go like this and put him in. I have to get up and like come to the side of my bed and put him in still. I don't necessarily recommend getting this particular bassinet unless you have the money, but I do recommend having some sort of bedside bassinet, just because the studies show that moms who do have bedside bassinets and breastfeed actually get more sleep than those who do not. And if you think about it, it makes sense, just because like when I wake up, I'm doing minimal work. I'm sitting up, I'm grabbing baby from the bassinet, I'm breastfeeding, and I'm putting him back, and I'm laying back down. I'm not necessarily getting up at all. I just wish that the Halo bassinet was a little bit bigger, just because London is 3 months and he is basically as long as the bassinet, and he'll kick and his head will hit the other side and it will wake himself up, or like I'll wake up and his face like smushed. So to spend like $200 on a bassinet that you can only use a couple months, like I don't know if it's worth it. I've seen bedside bassinets where one of the side comes down and it comes like right next to your bed. I think those are around $200 too, and they're a lot bigger. And so if you have the room for something like that, maybe that's a better investment. Baby traveling, I highly recommend going with some sort of baby backpack. I find that the backpacks are a lot more useful to keep your hands free, especially when you have a toddler. I was looking for something that was chic and that went with my clothes and didn't necessarily look like a diaper bag. And I found this is by Freshly Picked. It took forever to come in because it was a pre-order. I think I had you guys vote for which color you wanted me to choose. And it and I ended up with this cognac one. I really like it because, as I said, it doesn't look like a diaper bag. The material is super nice, and it has like, it's so big, so big. It has like all these different pockets and good for organizing. I hate those backpacks where it's just like one big empty space. Like Stan carries his Nike backpack around and it's literally just empty space. And so when he carries the baby stuff, I'm like digging into this endless bottomless pit of stuff, and I'm just like, where is it? Where's the diaper? Or where's the wipes? And so I like that these have organizing pockets, and it has these pockets on the side where I can just like throw my phone in, or this zipper in the front. All super nice. So there's lots of different backpacks online. I just found that I like this one the best, and I feel like I would still wear this backpack if I was not carrying baby stuff. So I think that says a lot. So I think that's it. Those are all the things that I pretty much use on a daily basis, and I'll link everything I talked about in the description box down below. If you guys have any favorite products for your newborn or babies, please leave them in the comment section. I'm sure lots of us would want to read it and check it out as well and make our lives a little bit easier. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. I always read through all the comments and try to respond as much as possible. If you haven't already, please subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you guys next week.